point, any of the panel members that would like, there's a period here that you can ask questions of the people that were affected out in the audience and get their answers.
During the event, I realized that at some point everyone lost communications, but maybe for Mike, at what point did you lose like telephone comms? Was it pretty quick?
It was the time that we tried to evacuate, and then by the time we came back, there was no internet, no phone, no nothing.
Mike said that he lost communications from the time he was going to evacuate, and when he returned home, there was no communication. He estimates the time at 8:30. Do you have any more?
Thank you.
I'd like to say that the Department of Health is interested in the kind of information you have, and Tom was saying he's put together this map. He was showing us part of that. They're still collecting information. And as people have been calling into the Department of Health, I know we've been trying to gather the same information and map it as well. So this is very useful information, and we're hoping to get the information your group has to look at that and, you know, interpret it and use it to evaluate the incident from a health perspective. As you know, since the power went out, there was no monitoring during that period. There is no data, virtually no data. There was some gathered at the plant right during that time period, and I can talk about that a little bit, what we know of that data, but very little data. All the formal monitoring stations, the power was out, they were down. So there is simply a lack of information. So this symptom information that you're gathering together will be the bulk of information that we'll have to try to interpret what effects may have occurred as a result of it. I imagine the plant, Mike can speak to that, the plant may be doing some theoretical estimates of what could have been emitted during that time period, so some estimates could be looked at as well, but these symptom reports will be important for ultimately interpreting the whole situation and what the effects are as a result of that event.
Not specifically a question, but I just wanted to say mahalo to Mike, because he and I did speak a time or so, and I wanted to say thanks for sharing your experience, and we did talk about some other aspects and options and whatnot, and I just wanted to say thanks to Mike for reaching out, and thank you.
That's 8:25. Phone lines went dead. So basically, I'm talking to him for an hour while the jet engines, and by the way, they're not jet engines, they're rocket engines going off right across the street. I want to say something to you guys right out of the gate. I've been pro geothermal technology. I brought my property in 2002. I'm right across the street from you guys. I got no problem. You make banging noises at night, yeah, no worries. Okay, well, whatever, you guys doing your thing. On August 7th, at 7:38, you guys gassed me. Period. Period. What are the health effects? The health effects were headache, nausea, eye irritation, didn't feel good at all. I was gassed. And that's pretty much all I got to say. I just wanted to give you a timeline and what happened during that evening. So I'm done.